Yes, if you stayed this long in the video, you got the hint. I will be going back to the States to pick up my debit card. And I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna stay. Oh, my voice broke on that one. Sorry.
What?
So what happens when you go to another country and you put your debit card in the ATM machine and the screen pops up, insufficient funds or transaction cannot be completed? You go into panic mode. 20 seconds in Thailand Rob. If you're new to the channel, I live over here in Thailand. I've been here for almost 10 years now, and I have some tips on the first or second week that you're here in Thailand to avoid. First of all, there's a link in the description and in the comments that is a list of items that if you're coming over here to Thailand, I really hope that you click on that link just to look. Whether you buy it from Amazon or not is up to you, but at least it'll make you jog your memory on something that you might need once you go traveling abroad. If you're not familiar with this channel, I came from America and I moved over here 10 years ago. And what happened is I started a YouTube channel, which is based in America and works with my American banking system. So I still have debit cards and credit cards from America. So when I need money, I don't have money in cash here in Thailand. I go to the ATM, I put in my debit card and I pull out the amount of cash that I need for that month. However, in my late 50s, there's some things that I tend to overlook a lot. One is expiration dates on debit cards. So getting back to the point of this video, I'm on my way to the ATM. I get to the ATM, I pull out the debit card, it's expired. Which means I have no way to get money out of the ATM with this particular debit card and or bank. Now, what I have done personally is I have several banks in America and I keep a little bit in each one just in case some weird situation happens. I don't want to be locked out of all of my entire funds. I hope that you do the same thing if you come over here. There's so many different ways you can spend money over here. Whether you bring it when you come over here, whether you have a Wise account, you can transfer money around the world in any country or use it if you have one of their Wise cards. ATM, so back to me, debit cards from my bank never send me a notice that they have shipped a new card to me. Credit cards, the credit cards will. They usually send me an email saying, hey, we have shipped your next credit card sometimes. So the main point of this video is if you're coming to Thailand on holiday, just look at all of the expiration dates on your cards before you get here. That's the number one takeaway of this video. That piece of information alone deserves a thumbs up if you don't mind. Thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much. I have an international account with Wise. I also have I have a Charles Schwab account, which is a really great account if you're traveling internationally because their ATM fees are waived and they're a very huge, large company that can deal with your money internationally with I have had no issues with them at all. Great customer service. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just telling you, traveling abroad has been really wonderful with Charles Schwab. However, before them, my primary bank was Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Charles Schwab. So I have 3 accounts that I can draw from should something mess up. And that's the way I feel the most comfortable here. I can transfer money from one bank to the other and use their debit card should anything happen. Now, if you're only going to be here on holiday, you're probably not going to run into too many issues of running out of money. You probably just bring the amount of money over that you want, depending on how long you're going to stay here. I guess if you're going to stay here more than a month or two, you might have to pull money from somewhere, or you just have a really big wallet. Be nice to meet you. Don't go to Pattaya at night with that big wallet. Do not do that. Speaking from experience, it did not end well, and that was a very bad video. Something else for the first time or maybe a few times that you've been over here that you may not have thought of. I do not recommend getting Thai currency in your own country. It's very expensive a lot of the times. Now let me preface by saying banks in America can be quite pricey with getting Thai currency before a trip. I cannot speak for anybody else's bank in any other country. I have no idea. If there's a chance that the conversion rate from your currency to Thai baht is nil or very small amount, go ahead and do it. But if it's very expensive, and I mean, if you're going to spend more than 1,000 baht to get your money converted to baht, I recommend doing this, because this is what I do. When you come to Thailand, you land in the airport, the conversion rate is not going to be the best, but take example of $100 converted within the airport just to get you in the taxi or on the bus or the train to get you to your hotel and destination. Then once you're at your destination, then you can go to another money exchange and get a better rate. Especially in Bangkok, you can get some of the best exchange rates in all of Thailand. But even a bank rate somewhere in Phuket is probably going to be a lot better than what you would get at the airport. So don't exchange a lot of money within the airport. Wait till you get outside the airport and then do what you got to do. Honestly, for me, ATMs. If your card, if you've already put a travel notice on your card, if your bank requires a travel notice, also remember that, then just when you get close to a bank somewhere, go there, put your ATM card in, as long as it's not expired. Good job, Rob. Pull out that money that way, and the only thing you're going to have to pay then is probably a 220 baht ATM fee, unless you're with Schwab. Again, not a promotion, just saying, internationally, one of the best companies I've ever worked with in my entire life. Why is this also awesome? It really is, as far as using a Wise card at the store. Example would be you open a Wise account, you put money into that account, you get a Wise card, and you use it at the grocery store in any country. It converts it without any issues. It just takes it from your money in your Wise account and converts it over to whatever country you're in. Thailand, Sweden, Singapore, Hong Kong. Hong Kong goes back to another video if you watch the last one on where to get the best rates for a hotel room if you have a VPN. And if you didn't know how to save money on a hotel room, that video is right there as well. So back to me and my problem. What am I going to do about my debit card? Well, my mailing address in America is a monitored post box, and I do have family members that will access it for me. And yes, that is unfortunately what I'm going to have to do, is get them to ship a card to me, or in this case, that's not going to happen because I'm going to go retrieve the card myself. Yes, if you stayed this long in the video, you got the hint. I will be going back to the States to pick up my debit card. And I don't know exactly how long I'm going to stay. Oh, my voice broke on that one. Sorry about that. But you can still help this channel out if you want to by becoming a Patreon, a member, and or just a thumbs up. Don't worry, guys. I'll be back over here. Don't worry. There's no way I'm leaving Thailand. This is my place, and there's mosquitoes around here, so I just have to keep swatting like that. Hey, can you do that? So as the sun is setting and the people are getting ready to get off work and it's almost time for dinner, I'm going to say au revoir, and I hope you got a little bit of information out of this, and I hope you always check your expiration date on your cards before you travel, and also make sure you call your banks if they require it and you say that you're doing a travel. Give them a travel notice, because if you don't, then when you get over here, the ATM might just say you're in the wrong country. And also your credit cards are going to send you warnings on all their apps. They're going, hey, there is Southeast Asia trying to charge something for a bag of spicy Cheetos. And they're going to say, is that you? And you're going to say, yeah, believe it or not, it was me. Or in my case, it would be, there's a $6 charge on here from McDonald's in Bangkok, Thailand. Was that you? And I said, surprisingly enough, it was.